Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Chris here with Elite Level Leader, and welcome to the Battleground. In today's workout, I've got a back workout for you, and how this is going to work is we're actually going to be building muscle while we are simultaneously burning body fat throughout this entire workout. How I found that works out best is during our rest period. So how this is going to go is we are going to be doing 5 different back exercises in this workout. And within each of those back exercises, we are going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps. Now, in that 10 reps, once you've completed a set of 10, we're gonna rest for 1 minute, but we're not necessarily resting. Like I said, we're gonna keep that heart rate up in that fat burning zone for the entire length of this workout. And the way that I found that works best for that is with the jump rope. So in between every single set that we're gonna be doing 1 minute of jump rope. Basically what that does is allows the muscles to rest from the movement, which they need to do, but we're gonna keep that heart rate in that fat burning zone, so we are simultaneously burning body fat while we are building muscle. So I'm gonna go over a few of the basic techniques, and for the jump rope, it's not as difficult as you may think it is, guys. It's pretty simple movement once you know some of the basic techniques and skills and a little bit of tips in there. So first off, we're gonna start with your feet together, and we're gonna get up on the balls of our feet, and it's just a bounding motion, jumping up and down on the balls of our feet. So I'm very relaxed, shoulders are down. It's just a bounding motion. You don't have to kick your feet back. You don't have to pike them forward. We're not even kicking our knees up. You don't really even have to jump. It's just a straight up and down bounding motion, and you really only have to jump a couple inches off the ground just to clear this thin little rope. So once you initiate the first swing of that jump rope, I'm on the balls of my feet, and I'm just bounding straight up and down. Shoulders are down, I'm very relaxed. Head and neck is in neutral spine. And you'll notice I'm rotating that rope just with my wrists. So it's just a little flick of those wrists to go ahead and get that jump rope to spin around my body. What we don't want to see is a lot of movement at the elbow joint, spinning your arms like this, or at the shoulder joint. It's just a quick little flick of that wrist is all you need to go ahead and get that rope to go around your body. Once you have done that, also, you want to keep your elbows in close to your sides. What happens is I see a lot of people, their arms start to trail out and they start to jump rope way out like this. What that is doing is as your hands are coming out, you'll see that rope is coming off the ground. So essentially you're shortening up that rope. What's gonna happen is as it comes around, if you're shortening it up, it's coming off the ground, it's gonna hit your toes. So make sure, using just your wrists to rotate that jump rope and keeping your elbows in close to your sides. Another tip here, guys, as I turn here, you wanna make sure that your wrists and hands are slightly in front of your hips. If your hands start to trail backwards, what that's gonna do is the rope is gonna come back, and as it comes around again, you're gonna hit your toes and trip up. So it's just a basic 2-foot jump. Now, once you become more proficient with jump rope, if you want to intensify the workout, you can go into a run in place, which is just alternating right, left, right, left. You can really generate quite a lot of speed there. You can switch it off, do what's called a boxer step. You can go into a freestyle movement. And if you really want to intensify the workout, you can go ahead and go into double unders, which is going to be 2 rotations of that jump rope for every jump. Whichever movement you choose, guys, you are just going to go ahead and jump rope in between every single set that we're doing for 1 minute. That's really gonna keep that heart rate up, and you're gonna get great results by building that muscle and then burning that fat at the same time. All right, guys, so that covers the jump rope portion of this workout in between every single set. Let's get into the strength building. It's back day, and we're gonna start off with dumbbell pullovers. So you're gonna need a bench, and you're gonna need it set up into a flat position. So I'm gonna move this off to the side here. We've done dumbbell pullovers in the other workouts, but I'm gonna demonstrate it once again really quickly here. So you're gonna need 1 dumbbell here, and we're doing 3 sets of 10 reps. Now, for choosing weight, I want you to choose a weight that is challenging, but not all the way to failure. So basically what I want you to do, choose a weight that you could possibly get to 12 on that first set, but not quite. You know, maybe get to, but it's not to failure. That gives you some room So when you do your other sets, because I kind of like you to keep the same weight throughout the entire workout or for that specific movement that we're doing. So once you get to that third set of 10, you might be able to only get to 10. So just choose your weight wisely. What we're going to do on these dumbbell pullovers is we're going to get down here in a position. We're going to rest the top of our back, or the back of our shoulders against this bench. We're then going to kick our legs out, raise up our hips, have the dumbbell in our hands. We're going to raise it up overhead and then back over our chest, just like that. Like I said, we've done this in the other phases of this workout program, so you should be pretty familiar with this movement. So I'm resting my shoulders across the top of this bench here, get this dumbbell, press it up overhead. From here, my legs are out, nice 90-degree legs. I'm bringing a nice 90-degree angle there. Gonna bring the hips up, engage that core. From here, dumbbell is straight up and down. I'm gonna go over the top of my head, engage those lats, go down to full depth, and then come all the way up till the dumbbell is right over the top of my chest again. So all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Nice and slow and controlled on the way down there, guys. And then squeeze at the top here. So you're gonna do 10 of those. You're gonna set that dumbbell down. You're gonna pick up that jump rope. You're gonna jump rope for 1 minute. You're gonna pick up that dumbbell again, do another set of 10, jump rope for 1 minute, and then another set of 10 of those, jump for 1 minute, and then we're gonna jump rope for 1 minute, and then we're gonna go on to the next movement, which is gonna be single arm dumbbell bent over rows. So I'm gonna take this dumbbell here, I'm gonna set it on the ground. We're gonna be in a flat bench position. So from here, depending on the height of your bench, you might have one hand on here, or you might have an elbow down here to get a little bit lower. You're gonna have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If you are rowing with your left hand, the left leg is back and the right leg is forward. If you are rowing with the right, then you're gonna go ahead and have the left forward and right leg is back. I'm gonna start here on the left side. So hand goes on the bench, go ahead, grab this dumbbell. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up into position here and then lock in that shoulder. Your shoulder shouldn't be hanging down. Remember, engage those lats, lock in that shoulder. Now I'm gonna pull that dumbbell back towards my hip. Then slow and controlled, come all the way down. Pull it back towards the hip, really engage that lat, slow and controlled, come all the way down. Roll it back, pause for a second, slow and controlled all the way down. Do one more here. Now I wanna make sure that we are pulling back towards that hip. We are not pulling it off to the side or up towards our chest. That elbow should remain close to your sides, right next to your rib cage the entire time as you pull that back towards your hip. You should be bent over here, nice flat back, head and neck and neutral spine. Once you've completed 10 on the left arm, then you're gonna switch off to the right. You're gonna do 10 there. Once you've completed the 10 on the right arm, then you're gonna do your jump rope for 1 minute. So make sure you're not jump roping in between your left and your right arm, or your right and your left arm, whichever you choose to start with. So then you're gonna do another set of those, left, right. Then you're gonna go ahead and jump rope again, another set of 10 on each side. Then you're gonna go ahead and jump rope for 1 more minute. Then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the third movement today in the back workout. And that's gonna be dumbbell seated flies. So I'm gonna go ahead, set this dumbbell off to the side, and we're lightening up the load quite a bit here, guys. And we're gonna start off here, we need 2 dumbbells. We're gonna get into a seated position on this bench, pull it back a little bit here. From the seated position, we want to have our legs out in front and close together. So what we're going to do is we're going to get right on the edge of this bench. Now from here, we're going to lean down. We're going to have the dumbbells in our hands. Palms are going to be facing each other. Dumbbells are going to go down behind your knees here. What I want you to do is when you fly back from the seated position, I want to make sure that you're keeping the elbows low and pulling to the lower part of your back. So you're keeping those elbows low. What I don't want you to do is rowing up like this. That turns into a shoulder exercise. So we're doing back today. So we're going to bend over about 45 degrees here on this bench. And then when we row back or fly back, we want to make sure that we are keeping those elbows low and we're engaging the lats and the back and not the shoulders. So from here, we're going to come back, squeeze, and slow and control, come back down. Go back, squeeze. So I'm keeping those elbows low, engaging those lats, making sure that they're not coming up high, not turning it into a shoulder exercise. We're gonna do 10 of these seated flies. You're gonna go ahead, set those down, pick up that jump rope, keep that heart rate up with 1 minute of jump rope, another set of those, jump rope again, another set of those, jump rope for 1 minute. Then we're gonna go ahead and move into incline bench dumbbell rows. So go ahead, get this dumbbell bench here. I'm gonna bring it up to an incline position. Now from here, I'm gonna go a little bit heavier here on the dumbbells. We're gonna be seated on that bench with our chest on the top of that bench there, and we're gonna be rowing both of these dumbbells at the same time. So before we've done the single arm, now we're going to do double together. So what we're gonna wanna do, this bench is a little bit too high for me. We wanna angle this down just a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab both of these dumbbells here, place our chest up against the top of this bench from here, get down into position, feet are on the ground, palms are facing each other from here, and we're gonna go ahead and row back, squeeze. Once again, keep those elbows low, and try to wrap those elbows around your back as you come up, and then slow and controlled coming back down. But keep them down low. We don't want them coming up like this. That'll turn into a shoulder exercise again. So we're gonna row back and then down. Back, pause, slow and controlled, come down. So you're gonna do a set of 10 of those, pick up that jump rope for 1 minute, 2 more sets of those with that 1 minute jump rope in between each of those. Then we're gonna move on to our final back exercise today, which is gonna be dumbbell deadlifts. So I'm gonna set these 2 dumbbells off to the side, and we're gonna go a little bit heavier on these dumbbell deadlifts. We only have to do 3 sets of 10, so why not? Go ahead, grab 2 dumbbells here. I'm gonna set these down on the ground while I go over the dumbbell deadlift movement. Now, I've talked about this in some of the other workouts when we've done the dumbbell deadlifts before. It starts off really as a leg exercise. I don't want it to actually start off as a back exercise, because a lot of times you see people doing deadlifts and all they're really doing is just hinging at the waist. And that turns into a back exercise, but a bad type of back exercise, because you're just going to cause some problems with your lower back as you're just hinging over. What we want to do is we want to set these dumbbells down on the ground, and we want to get in a proper position where your feet are about hip width apart here, guys. You're going to start to hinge at those hips. Knees are going to start to bend. You're keeping that chest up the entire time. We're not leaning over here. We're bending at the knees. We're sitting back in this squat. We're going to grab those dumbbells. Now from here, we're going to press through the floor, bring those knees back, start to open up those hips. As we're bringing those dumbbells off the ground, they're staying close to our legs here, coming all the way up. Now right around here, when those hips are just about ready to open up and the knees are going to full back, now you're going to start to kind of roll those shoulders back right around those lats. This is where it becomes a back exercise. So you're going to roll them back, and then you're going to stand fully upright, opening up those hips, squeeze those lats back. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to reverse what we've done before. What I don't want you to do is get into this position. You just lifted them off the ground and then flop over and slam them back down. We're just going to reverse what we just did. So we're going to start to roll those shoulders forward as you hinge those hips back, as the knees start to bend. Then you're going to guide those dumbbells down around your legs. Head and neck is in neutral spine here. Come all the way down, touch them on the ground, and then you're going to go back and do another set. So I'm going to go ahead, grab these dumbbells. Head and neck and neutral spine, bend down here, press through the floor as my legs or knees are going back, opening up those hips. Now I'm squeezing those shoulder blades back together, rolling back, turning that into a back exercise at the top. Now I'm going to roll my shoulders forward, knees are going to start to bend, hips are going to come back, coming all the way back down. So all the way up, all the way down, slow and controlled, all the way up. Rolling those shoulders back at the top there really works the back, and that's the part of the back that we want to work, not our lower back. So you're gonna go ahead and do 10 of those deadlifts. Then you're gonna go ahead and pick up that jump rope, do 1 minute of jump rope, go ahead and do another set of 10 of those, pick up that jump rope, another minute of jump rope, and then you're gonna do your third and final set of 10 reps of those dumbbell deadlifts, and then that completes this workout of the day. All right, guys, I'll see you right back here in the Battleground for your next workout. And as always, make sure you check out EliteLevelLeader.com for full business and fitness training programs and to enlist today.